I need to come a little bit lower. So today we are having a bit of a discussion on, obviously there's a lot of talk about mental health, and obviously it's good to talk. But yeah, we want to discuss the fact that it is great to talk, however, it can be really, really hard to actually make that first step and reach out. So we're just going to discuss that a little bit more in detail today. So
there's a lot of campaigns that it's okay to talk, it's good to talk, all of that. And yeah, totally agree, it is. But like we've just said, it's bloody hard to get going. Like, I'm sure you've all been in that situation where there's something on your mind, you really want to talk about it, and the words just don't come out because it's like, how do I start this? Like, how do you go to someone, your friend, someone from your family, and just there's something that you need to say, but it's like you're sitting there and you think, right, I'll say it now.
Because it will just be a complete conversation changer, and you're like, I don't want to disrupt this. How do I do it? What do I say? How do I start?
And I know, some people can often put like a generic message out on their social media, like, oh, I've had a shit day, or I'm really stressed out, or I'm this, or I'm that. And some people are like, oh, well, you shouldn't put it out there. Why should you put it out there for the masses? But I think sometimes that's easier to kind of just like a generic post like that, I'm stressed, or I'm this. And people will say, oh, well, what's up? And then you can get going.
Yeah.
Whereas, it's easier sometimes to say to a somewhat anonymous audience and then wait and see if someone will kind of reach out to you, rather than just go up to someone and just be like, okay, I need to talk. Because that's the hardest thing. You know you need to talk, but it's bloody hard to get going. So sometimes you just need someone to notice, because some of us, like, I'm very good at just pretending like everything's fine. Yeah. Like, my head just switches off to the stress. It's my body that kind of lets me know when I'm stressed. It's like I ill, I have a breakout, my eczema's bad, my ass, whatever. Because some of us are really good at switching off at it. So yeah, getting going with okay, I need to talk about something.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are guilty of this as well, of putting posts out there that does always show the best side, and obviously it is, just a reel of this is my best moments, when even people we know that are going through shit, that constantly post that everything's okay, and it just makes it like the conversation you're having with them behind the scenes is actually kind of bullshit, because of what they're showing on social media actually shows fucking unicorns and daisies again. It's like, well, don't tell me one thing, but then try to be the opposite of that on social media. Just don't bother posting in that instance. But then I also think that it's a case of, you shouldn't always post negativity on Instagram or social media. But then if it's something, if that's your way of trying to get some attention, to have that discussion because you do find it hard, then don't beat yourself up about that, and don't let other people tell you that's wrong either. Because that's, for some people, like we said, it is that first,
it's the
first step to try and, let out a lot of frustrations, anger, upset, anything really that you want to get off your chest that's been bothering you.
And I know people in the opposite way who will post things like memes that don't apply to them. And people often think when you post a meme, instantly it's about you, it's about how you feel, and it's a reflection of what you're going through at the time. And sometimes it's not, but that might resonate with someone, and they might get in touch with the person that's posted and be like, yeah, I can relate to that. So that person that's posted might not be actually going through it, but it's a way of reaching out and suggesting to others, or someone they might know that's going through something, as a way of, say, a way in, kind of.
Yeah.
I think men are particularly, they find it really, really hard to kind of talk. It's a way of kind of reaching out or offering that kind of that conversation starter, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think obviously if any of this does resonate with people out there, and they do feel that they want an anonymous touch point to come and even just offload, we're not here to give advice and medical advice, really.
We're not counsellors.
But a lot of the time it's just being heard. So the main thing is,
enough, isn't it? Just to say what you need to say, get it off your chest. And say, oh, I feel a bit better now that I'm not the only one carrying that.
We can offer that extra pair of ears to somebody.
Or we can then do whatever topic it is, whatever it is you're struggling with or going through. Like say if Sam and I could maybe do a video or talk about it, and then kind of get other people involved and engage, and it kind of then it makes you feel like you're not the only one going through what you're going through.
Because you won't be the only one, that's the thing. And I know that we all feel like that. We're all in our little bubbles, feeling like we are literally struggling with things alone. But, I mean, if anything, I went to the Mental Health Muscle event last weekend, and it's amazing there, just even problems that I'd been going through or still struggling with. You know, there's people there completely on that day still going through the same thing, and you're just actually like, well, every single person has got something going on that does cause them some degree of mental strain, stress, anxiety, depression. There's a lot of people carrying a lot more baggage than what you are as well, generally.
But everyone's problems are relative.
Yeah.
So just because you think, well, what I'm going through is nothing compared to what such and such is going through.
But you're both
everyone's
going
problems,
through something.
Yeah, they're all relative. They're all relevant.
Yeah.
Just because, like I say, someone's going through something that you think's far worse, it doesn't lessen the fact that you're going through something, or take away the fact that you should be able to talk about what you're going through and get
big or
support.
small.
Yeah.
And we, in terms of contacts that we have as well, if there is people that we can direct people to actually speak in more kind of clinical depth about something, if it's something that really does want addressing on that kind of level, we're more than willing to help with contacting someone more professional in order to do so. And it is good to talk, but it's about how do you make that first step and making sure you've got someone there at that end just to listen and offer them ears. So if you need the ears, we got 4. So if there's anything else that wants addressing, please share below. Drop us a message on Instagram. Also, we're also on Facebook, the Supreme Minority as well on there. It links up to the Instagram page, and I think most people have got us on our private social media feeds as well. But anything obviously related to this, please drop into Supreme Minority, and we are more than willing to help. And thank you for watching.
See you later.